Hi everyone, my name is Shivani and I'm a licensed immigration consultant based in Waterloo, Ontario, and I'm also the founder of Zeste Immigration Services Incorporation. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Alberta's tourism and hospitality stream. Now, before we start the video, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, then please do subscribe right now. Also hit the bell icon right there so that you get notified every single time I post a new video. Today in this video, we'll talk about how you can immigrate to Canada through the Alberta's tourism and hospitality stream. Alberta, renowned for its captivating tourist destinations, attract visitors from across the globe. However, the demand for workers in the tourism sector has highlighted significant gaps in the labor market. To address this labor market need, the tourism and hospitality stream was established by the government, which officially commenced from March 1st, 2024. This initiative offers a pathway to permanent residency for eligible individuals holding a job offer from qualifying employers in Alberta. To be eligible, applicants must present in Alberta during the application process and possess a work permit endorsed with a positive labor market impact assessment, also known as LMIA. The eligibility criteria for the Alberta Tourism and Hospitality stream was carefully outlined to ensure that qualified individuals have the opportunity to work in one of Canada's most picturesque provinces. It is important to note that the applicants cannot apply for this pathway if they hold LMIA-exempt work permits, such as post-graduation work permit or the International Experience Canada means IEC work permit. To be eligible, individuals must have an employer willing to undergo an LMIA process, during which Employment and Social Development Canada, also known as ESDC, assesses whether the employment opportunity might impede Canadian workers' chances. This rigorous evaluation ensures that foreign workers are only employed in roles where there is a genuine need and no detriment to the local labor market. Now let's look at the employer requirements for Alberta Tourism and Hospitality stream. To qualify for this program, securing a job offer from a recognized employer in Alberta is essential. The eligibility of industries is determined by the Workers' Compensation Board, also known as WCB of Alberta. If you require assistance in identifying a WCB industry, it's advisable to reach out to WCB Alberta directly for clarification. Now here's a list of eligible industries. When you submit your application, you must demonstrate to Alberta government that your Alberta employer has a valid WCB coverage or is exempt from needing coverage through a WCB clearance letter. Eligible sector associations for Alberta Tourism and Hospitality stream. Your employer must also be a member of an eligible sector association. If they qualify but are not already a member, they must become a member in order to be eligible under the tourism and hospitality stream. If they don't, they will not meet the requirement for the stream and your application will be refused. Now, if your employer cannot qualify to become a member of one of the eligible sector associations, then they must be included as an experienced provider on the Travel Alberta website. Now here's a list of eligible sector associations. Now let's look at occupation and employment requirements. In addition to employer requirements, your job offer must also be in an eligible occupation according to the NOC. Here's a list of eligible occupations for the Alberta Tourism and Hospitality stream. Now let's look at current employment. As per the Alberta's government website, when you submit your application and when it is evaluated by the Alberta Immigrant Nominee Program, you must be living and working in Alberta in an eligible occupation for an approved tourism and hospitality employer and have a valid work permit based on a positive LMIA for an eligible occupation. Please note that maintained or implied status is not considered a substitute for a valid work permit. Now let's look at the work experience requirement for the tourism and hospitality stream. The work experience eligibility requirements include that you must be working full-time, means minimum of 30 hours per week with an approved tourism and hospitality employer. Second is that you must be working in one of the eligible occupations for a minimum of 6 consecutive months or a minimum of 780 hours by the time you apply in this stream. Eligible work experience, that means that it must have been for the same employer as your current Alberta job offer, and it must also be paid and also have been paid ever since you started, and must have been authorized by the IRCC with a valid temporary resident status if completed within Alberta or Canada. Now let's look at the job offer or employment contract requirements. The AAIP will assess your application to ensure you have a bonafied, that means genuine full-time job offer or employment contract for work in an eligible occupation in Alberta and for the same Alberta employer as the required 6 consecutive months or 780 hours of work experience in your current employment. Your job offer or employment contract must also be signed by your eligible Alberta employer and must offer you a continuous paid work under an employer-employee relationship, full-time work defined as a minimum of 30 hours per week, employment for 12 months or more, wages and benefits that meet provincial minimum wage and meet or exceed the requirements set out in your LMIA if that's applicable, or meet or exceed the lowest starting wage for occupation across all industries in Alberta. Moreover, non-wage compensation, including but not limited to compensation from company ownership, is not considered as part of the applicant's base monetary wage or salary. Now let's look at ineligible job offers for this stream. Now we have covered extensively what qualifies you for a job offer. Conversely, certain types of positions do not meet the criteria for eligibility under the Alberta's tourism and hospitality stream. Well, if it's part-time, casual, or seasonal employees, regardless of their working hours, independent contractors, business owners, or temporary agency workers, including individuals listed as directors, stakeholders, or agents of the Alberta employer on the corporate registry system, also known as CORES. Employees who work in Alberta in a place of employment that is not zoned for commercial or industrial operations, such as home-based businesses, employees who do not work on premises in Alberta, such as those who work in a virtual location or serve the employer by telecommunicating from a location outside Alberta. Please make sure that if any of these apply to you, that you do not try to submit an application for this stream. Your application will be refused and your fee will not be refunded. Now let's look at the language requirements for this stream. At the time your application is submitted, you must demonstrate that you meet at least minimum of CLB level 4 in English or French language. And you can demonstrate this by taking one of the eligible type of tests, which is CELPIP General or IELTS General. If you're going for French, then you can take TEF or TCF. Your official test results must be less than 2 years old at the time you submit your application. Please note that the date used to determine the age of your test results is the date you took the test and not the date your results were released. Also, you have to submit actual test results. The AAIP will not accept confirmation of registration to take a language test in place of a test result. Now let's look at the education requirements for this stream. The Alberta's Tourism and Hospitality stream requires you to have completed at least high school education that's equivalent to Canadian standards. You must provide a copy of an ECA for your highest education level if it was taken outside Canada. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also stay tuned, and if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to contact us. You can Google our name, Zeste Immigration, and you'd be able to find us there on Google. And you can also search www.zestcanada.ca and you can find us through our website. There's contact information there. Also, if you go to the description box of this video, you'll be able to find our contact information. You can book a consultation to speak with me about your case, or you can book a case assessment as well. I'll be more than happy to assist you guys. See you guys next time. Take care.